Okay, we are at Wylie East High School, and this is going to be a fun one to tell you about because we are literally building on to every side of this campus, it seems like. We are entering the fine arts area here. It's coming along really nicely. You're going to see we're going to have lots of cool stuff that we're adding on, and we'll show you there. So let's go inside, check it out. Okay, so these are rooms that we have in our fine arts area for storage and for practice rooms, and you see many of those. Eventually those solo and ensemble rooms where you can practice. What this is going to look like is this will turn into the new choir room, and you'll see that it's built for storage and space, and with the idea about what the choir directors had in mind when they were building this. You'll see that right there, that used to be the outside door to the band hall. And so that is now going to be connected to the band hall. It's all contiguous. All of this space is now fine art space on one side of the building and provides ample room. You'll see here, this is actually going to be an area. Wylie East did not have an area where people could gather. Across there is the auditorium. And so what you have right there is the auditorium area and the congregation place for them for that. And then, so this is the exterior classroom area space by Wylie East Drive. And it's just basic classrooms. We're coming along really well on this. You'll see that we've got the roof in, we've got the initial block slate for the wainscoting around there, and then we'll be coming in here with classroom spaces. Again, just strictly classroom space for this. And I forget actually how many classrooms are there. I'll show you, provide a map so you can see that. But you'll see that we already have the ducting for the air conditioning spaces. And in some respects, we've already put in wallboard or sheetrock, and you've got all of your spaces in for your sprinkler systems, insulation. I mean, we're coming pretty far along. Right? One important part about what we do is to make sure there's continuity and things look similar. And so when we do that, we build a classroom, we don't want it looked added on to, we want it to be part of the classroom. Here is a classroom that we have for Wylie East that is now completed, and we've been using it since August. So neat, so amazing. And here's the thing, we're so proud of how the teachers made some decisions on their desks and all of the things that go on this. We actually had a fair, they came in, they made some decisions, and collectively we outfitted these with what teachers wanted. Novel concept, really effective. Okay, so right there, all that concrete, that's actually going to be science labs, and we're going to continue science labs over here. See where these grade beams are. Eventually, we will put the vertical steel right here and more classrooms. They're all classrooms that we're going to add, and we'll provide to the kids in that way. This is also going to serve as storm shelter space, so that is why it is all concrete. Okay. This is the Williams Center, or the gym/events area that we will have for the Wylie East campus. You know, I don't know where we are in this because I haven't been here in a few days, but we might be putting scaffolding up, so it might be hard to completely get in here, but you can still see it. Yeah, you can see it. So this is the scaffolding that's going to go up. We're actually working on the roofs and things like right now, but this will be the area where we will play basketball, have concerts. It is acoustically treated so that no matter what we do, that we have the ability to have any kind of event, not just a sporting event. Really useful, super helpful in how we do what we do, because there's literally no space in Wylie where you can have a big event. This will allow us to do that. As a school district, we'll have convocation here and at Wylie High. Good stuff. I'm going to take you now to underneath. This is all storm shelters, so when you see what we've done here, this is all storm shelter space for our kids and their safety. And this will fit the school district in here, and the science labs will fit everybody else, so we'll have enough space for it all. And so here we are in our locker room spaces. And we're coming along really nicely here on this. How you doing? Oops. So, got all of the blue tile laid here. Of course, we have marine tile. Okay, here we have, this is the back of the Impact Center at Wylie East, and we have our area that we're going to have for weight rooms and such. And so these are those areas that you might have scratched your head and wonder what they were. Of course, then you got restrooms coming in right there, and there is again the Impact building. So weight room, simple stuff. Okay, so this is the back of the Impact building, and what you see right here is the softball field. And prior to this, the softball, baseball kids were in the locker rooms with everybody else. The distance to get out here is pretty far, and we just needed the space. And so we relocated these locker rooms. They look identical, softball and baseball, and they serve as two things, a dugout and your locker rooms, restrooms, shower, office, etc. And then the cool part is too, is that this is going to be a drive that's going to go all the way around, and so it'll be easy to park kids where you need to park them, or park buses where you need to park them, let the kids get out. It'll just be a lot simpler. So, of course, there'll be all kinds of stuff here, but you know, there's all of the fencing and stuff will come back up. But here is the dugout. Here is the locker room, and super cool stuff. Of course, everything's blue on the east, blue tile. This thing's ready to go. I mean, it's literally ready to go. So. Okay, so I'm walking back from the baseball fields. Right here's the track and the soccer and football field. And you'll see that big area right over there. That's the area needed for career and technology ed. And so things like ag, and there's going to be a robotics lab, a lot of different things. Basically classroom space, but for specific needs.